Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Thomas shocks the socks off of Hope, and Tom is gobsmacked to hear Bill is Luna's father. At Forrester, Hope gasps to Douglas that this is the stylish surprise ever. "I am so happy to see you." Looking at Thomas, she smiles, "You came home." At Il Giardino, Tom gapes at Poppy and gets a away look in his eye. Sheila snaps him out of it by punishing him for discovering water, advising him to start showing how thankful he is. At Bill's table, he and Poppy go over chancing each other after 20 times. Luna comes by and Bill stands up to hail her. "How's my beautiful son?" Tom, watching, gets a puzzled moo on his face. Bill, Poppy, B&B. At Bill's table, he jokes that his brand new son doesn't need a high president. Poppy says Luna's the stylish of both of them. Bill agrees. She raised a phenomenal youthful woman. Poppy goes on about them eventually going for regale as a family. This is a dream come true for her. Luna says, "For all of us." In the kitchen, Tom assures Sheila he doesn't want trouble. He knows better than to go toe-to-toe with a strong woman like her. He's just there to do a job. He's a hard worker and will do it well. Sheila smiles as he says he tends to win people over. Sheila really appreciates him saving her life. Tom is really glad he did. They're all part of the Il Giardino family and need to get on. "Let me prove myself." He's a firm religionist in alternate chances and is sure she must be too, since she's had so numerous. Sheila snoots. Tom says his point is that it's no way too late to change. Once Sheila walks down, Tom peers out at Poppy, Luna, and Bill again. At their table, Poppy tells Bill, "You knew in your heart she was yours." Bill nods, "I did." Deacon walks over and notices Luna, who he recognizes as RJ's gal. Bill says she's also his son. Cleric quips that the Spencer family just got a lot better looking. He leaves and Luna says she eventually feels whole. "I know who I'm now." She feels the most predicated and connected she's ever been. Poppy says she's so happy, but looks in Tom's direction. Bill, Luna, Deacon, Poppy, B&B in the main office. Douglas tells Hope they came straight from the field. Thomas says Douglas couldn't stay to see her. Hope gushes that they've made her day, her month, her whole time. She tells Douglas how much she's missed him and adds, "You've been missed too, Thomas." She continues, "I missed you. A lot." Thomas says he missed her too. Douglas goes off for a snack and Hope muses, so Thomas tells her she looks beautiful. "You always do." Hope tells him he's as handsome as ever. She admits it's been delicate since he left. Thomas hopes she understands why he'd to go. Hope says yes, but no. It really threw her, further than anyone realizes. He asks if she's okay. Hope says she's hanging in there and the line is hanging in there slightly. It's all been confusing. Thomas asks, "In what way?" Hope feels she hasn't been herself recently. "I am just veritably glad that you and Douglas are back." Douglas, Hope, B&B at Il Giardino. Poppy wishes she'd had the courage to find Bill and tell him he'd a son. Bill says, "Enough," and warns no more looking back. They're going to have decades together and will just concentrate on the future. End of story. Now that they're together, no bone is going to take them down from him. In the kitchen, Tom calls Cleric over and asks, "Who's this Joe?" Deacon says it's Bill Spencer and his new lady friend. She's got a son who works over at Forrester, and supposedly, Bill just set up out he's her father. Tom gasps, "What?" Deacon says, "Yeah. He's really ate them into the family." At Forrester, Thomas looks at one of Zen's designs for the line and says he's glad he stepped up. Hope points out that it's not the same. He could read her mind. She's been feeling veritably lost since he left. Thomas thinks she can handle anything. Hope tearfully says she's starting to misdoubt herself. She knows he was truly committed to her, and she wants him to know that meant the world to her. I've really been trying hard to bury it, and to distract myself from it, but just know you've been so missed, Thomas. She throws herself into his arms, and he holds her. At Il Giardino, Luna, Bill, and Poppy talk about participating leaves together and taking passages on the Stella Maris. Bill chirps that he'll see if the boys can join them. They decide to take their first family selfie. Bill says, "Say, Spencer selfie." Luna and Poppy do it, and Tom watches with concern as they take the print. Bill, Luna, Poppy, B&B at Forrester. Hope tells Thomas how good it's to be in his arms again. She no way meant to hurt him. Thomas says she did hurt him, she turned him down doubly. It shouldn't have come as a surprise, knowing how he felt about her. Hope was recovering from a divorce and trying to dispose of the children. She wasn't ready to marry again so soon. It didn't mean that she wanted to lose him or end effects between them. I know how rare a man like you is, your devotion, your love, for the only woman in your life. She has to wonder, why did you come back? Why now? Can we be together again? Did you come back to give us another shot? Just also, Douglas reappears, followed by Paris. Hope asks what she's doing there. Douglas says, Mom of Paris, and Hope both reply, yes. Hope gawps at Paris in shock. She asks Douglas, why did you just call Paris Mama? Thomas says, Hope, there's commodity you should know. She notices the engagement ring on Paris' cutlet. Thomas says, Paris and I are engaged. We're going to be married. Hope's eyes widen in horror. Hope begs Thomas for an alternate chance. The bold and the beautiful spoilers indicate that Hope Logan was thrilled when she realized that Thomas Forrester had returned to Los Angeles. Hope studied that Thomas had come to his senses and realized that he and Hope didn't need to get wedded and could go back to how effects were. Still, that isn't the case. Thomas Forrester has eventually returned home. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Hope assumed that Thomas was coming back home to then. Hope also figures that Thomas be suitable to save her apparel line as well. After all, Steffi is trying to wipe out the line and get relief of Hope. Hope needs Thomas, but there comes a time that you have to cut ties, and Thomas has formerly done that. Thomas brought his son home so he could visit his mama. Thomas also wants to let everyone know that has set up a woman that wants the same effects out of life that he does. Thomas has someone that can give him what Hope still isn't willing to give. Still, Thomas has yet to partake this with Hope. B&B spoilers. Thomas Forrester has news for Hope Logan. Thomas will probably ask to speak to Hope alone so he can tell her about his engagement. Thomas proposed to Paris Buckingham, one of the people who supported him and Hope wholeheartedly. How will Hope handle the news that Paris is going to be Thomas' woman and a mammy to their son? Thomas may also decide it would be better for him and Paris to stay at the office in France rather of coming back to Los Angeles. Thomas is about to get wedded and he doesn't need the recollections of his failed relationship with Hope hanging over his new marriage. Still, Hope is likely to not be okay with this. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Hope begs Thomas for an alternate chance. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Hope Logan begs for an alternate chance. Hope may realize that she loves Thomas more than she allowed, and could indeed ask him to review his offer so they can have another chance. Still, Hope just told Ridge Forrester that she wasn't ready to get wedded to anyone right now. The fact that Hope is attracted to John Finnegan should prove this. Will Thomas risk his relationship with Paris to give Hope what she wants? Thomas moved across the ocean because he couldn't be close to Hope after she rejected him. Now it's Thomas' time to reject her and move on with his life. How will Hope handle being the one left before? Will this push her indeed further toward Finn?